Bryant Haremza. I get it there. Says, do you think it helps having colors associated with the wrestler? Examples: pink with Brett, red and yellow with Hulk. I do.
No doubt. There's no doubt. Yeah.
So when we think about modern eras, like today,
Yeah.
are there colors? I mean, obviously we know Taz and orange, but I mean, like denim, I think of Orange Cassidy now.
Right. Of course.
But what colors do you associate with wrestlers now today?
Gee whiz. That is a great question because I would have to think about it. Uh, it's kind of like isn't the Hurt Syndicate black and gold
Yep.
trunks they wear?
Yep.
And it's early with them, but I think that color is going to be synonymous with them.
I like that.
Yeah, I do too. I like the team. I think they're pretty freaking awesome.
Dude,
And
they're like the modern Steiner brothers coming to the
yeah,
ring right now. I mean, I know they're not actually brothers, but I'm just thinking about the amateur background
mm-hmm.
that we knew the Steiners brought, and we know that Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley have. Yeah, I do wonder, why don't you think we've seen more Letterman jackets in wrestling? I feel like a Letterman jacket thing is because I know they tried it a little bit in AEW. Didn't they do that early with Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman and Julia Hart or
Yes,
whatever?
they did. Yeah, the varsity, the varsity
Varsity
club,
Blondes.
varsity blondes. Yeah,
But I do feel like, I don't know, like sign me up for that. We need more of that.
yeah, I think so. But I think do you think if you wear a leather jacket, you're going to be compared to the Steiners? Oh, that's a
Well,
Steiner
well,
ripoff.
well, hang on. I guess what I was thinking is you could make it a merch opportunity. I'm not saying
Of course you
necessarily
could.
for a school, but you could.
Of course you could. Right. Speaking of Samoans,
There's a few more.
there's a few more. There's
Uh,
is that there's Rikishi.
it is indeed, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I think that's a missed opportunity. I think you should tell some of the guys and gals that you work with, hey, pick a color and base your whole shit around that.
Hmm. Well,
Because
I think you're exactly right. Uh, and the first thing that comes to mind to me is the frat boys. I
yeah,
don't know if you've seen them work, but they should come out in some sort of color. Um, but I don't. I just think that I think it's a mistake that we're making. I think we should look at a guy and say, "This is the color you need to wear. This should be your color. This should be your style. This should be the script of how it looks."
yeah. Batman wore the same Batman shit all the time.
Well, yes, in a way, it did.
I mean,
Ex-
there were tweaks. I'm not arguing that, but I'm saying,
yeah,
they were seasonal, sort of like the Undertaker. The Undertaker, you knew what Kane was going to wear, and I do think that is something that is missing a little bit today.
yeah, yeah. I agree.
Like the $1 Million Man, we knew what he was wearing.
Yeah, you kind of know what Takeshita is going to wear coming to the ring. He's going to have that mask on or whatever, and he's going to have that. You kind of know what Josh Alexander is wearing. Um,
Who wrestles in jeans now besides Orange Cassidy? Is that it?
that's about it.
Well,
Unless
Moxley.
I was going to say unless Moxley, but he also wears like army pants sometimes too. If I can call him that, I don't know. Look at Scott Steiner with the hair.
I love it, don't you?
Smokes. Oh wow.
Ryan says, when you work with Don Cala, what
Yeah.
is tougher, not laughing at some of the stuff he says or fighting the urge to hit him for some of the stuff he says?
Not laughing.
Yeah.
Because I've mentioned before on this program, Don and I become very good friends, and we just we just really get along and hit it off, and we do even talk uh, phone calls back and forth when we're not working, and he just makes me laugh. There'll be times that there'll be a promo. Let's say it's not the best promo. Not everybody does a great promo, and not all the promos that air are good ones. I think we all can admit that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if he's at the desk with me and that promo is going on, he will stare at me the entire time. And I'll look at him and I'll look away and I'll look back and he's still staring at me. And he tries to make me laugh. So, yeah, I think that's what it is. And I have so much respect for him as a heel too. My God.
Hey, did the kids tell you that I tried to encourage them to get you a Batman themed Father's Day present?
Yeah, the golf cart,
How funny was that?
that was something else. It would have
Uh,
worked. It would have worked here in the neighborhood. I think somebody does have a golf cart here in the neighborhood.
I thought you riding around
Mhm.
with the dogs
Yeah.
or Lois and the dogs
Yes.
in a Batmobile themed golf cart would have been
Right.
hilarious.
That would have been tremendous. But the kids. Uh,
Hey, did the kids get you anything cool for Father's Day? Did you get a fun gift you want to share?
I did not. I got a card for gift card for Starbucks. I got a few phone calls. I was able to spend most of the afternoon at my favorite baseball card shop, which is kind of what I wanted to do anyway. I spent about 4 hours there, um, which I could spend all day there going through cards. And that's about what Father's Day was. We went out to lunch with Laurie and the grandchildren. Lois and I did. We had a great lunch, uh, and that was about Father's Day. That was about it.
I got to tell you, one of the more fun things to do if you're looking for someone who's hard to buy is to get them a cameo, Tony. And I don't know if you saw, but recently a cameo from a wrestler went a little viral.
I did not see it. No.
It's actually a cameo from Dave Silva's very favorite wrestler of all time, the one and only Tito Santana. Let's take a listen.
Sometimes when I get bored, I buy cameos and I just write the craziest prompt that I can think of. This is one that I just sent to Tito Santana, the WWE superstar. Hey Tito, I went on a date with my high school crush. Things were going amazing until Indian food wrecked me and I legit shit myself. He was weirdly sweet about it though. But now what? Do I bring it up or pretend it didn't happen? Help!
This is WWE Hall of Famer Tito Santana giving a shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy, you went out with the girl that you had a big time crush on. You had an amazing night until you shit on yourself. Not good news, but forget about it. It happened, but don't ever bring it up. And it never happened. I hope you're still with your crush. Arriba!
Okay, so that went viral.
Yeah, I mean, what do you think about Tito's advice there?
Don't bring it up. It never happened. I guess I don't know.
Now,
I
you
don't.
were telling me once upon a time that
Uh-huh.
you once had too much to drink and shit the bed when you were, spending the night at a rat's house, and you reached behind you and cleaned yourself up and rubbed it on her to try to convince her that she had actually shit in her sleep, right?
No, that never happened. That is something that obviously happened to you or one of your friends, and you want to put it on me.
Wow.
That never happened.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't we all love summer vacation, relaxing, laying out by the pool, barbecues, hitting the beach, doing, well, nothing? Well, how about a summer vacation from your house payments? With SaveWithConrad.com, you can do just that. Reduce your monthly payments by making the equity you built up in your home work for you. You can roll together those high interest rate credit cards into one lower monthly payment and perhaps access some of that newfound equity to turn your house into your dream home with no money out of pocket. And how about this? You get to skip your next two house payments. That's right. You won't have to make your June or your July house payment. You're done until August 1st. Go right now to SaveWithConrad.com. Let my team run the numbers for you for free. There's no obligation, and if we can't help you save some cash, we won't waste your time. And did I mention we're offering a 3-year guarantee right now? That's right. That means if at any point interest rates improve over the next 3 years, you get a free refi. That's right. No new lender fees from us. So you get to save money now without wasting money later when the rates improve on a whole second set of closing costs. Why not go to SaveWithConrad.com and get a guarantee? Save money now and save money later with your friend in the mortgage business. That's me, Conrad Thompson at savewithconrad.com. Shoot me an email at conrad@savewithconrad.com. Give us a call at 888-425-0105 or get yourself a quick quote. Even talk to a live person right now at savewithconrad.com. NMLS number 2129, equal housing lender. Let's take a summer vacation from house payments at savewithconrad.com.